Welcome to Episode 3 of Science for Beginners, Season 1, The Cosmic Adventure. Today's explainer is all about the little lights that are actually giants. We're tackling a question we've all asked. Are stars tiny? Picture this. It's a peaceful night. Our three young explorers, Nova, Cosmo, and Puffy, are lying back on a cozy blanket, just staring up at that beautiful, sparkling sky. It's a view we all know, right? You look up at those beautiful little dots of light and you just kind of wonder, what exactly are we looking at? Today, we're joining their adventure to solve a mystery that's fascinated humanity for a very, very long time.
So, as Nova is marveling at how tiny and pretty the stars are, Puffy, who is always full of, let's call them, creative ideas, thinks he's got it all figured out. He actually guesses that stars are just tiny, glowing candies floating around up there in space. He even reaches up and tries to grab one. And when he obviously can't reach it, he changes his theory. He says, okay, maybe they're extra tiny candies or giant candies that are just super far away. Well, Cosmo, who is definitely our resident factual thinker, completely rejects both candy theories. But Puffy's guessing sparks a really fantastic question from Nova. If stars aren't just tiny little glowing specks, then exactly how big are they? Right at that moment of ultimate curiosity, the sky begins to sparkle and a brand new character shows up. It's Stella, a magical cosmic guide. She tells the kids that it's a wonderful question, and to find the actual truth, they're going to need a field trip. And suddenly, Stella activates the adventure portal. But hey, this isn't just a trip for Nova, Cosmo, and Puffy. It is an interactive journey for us, too. We're leaving that comfy blanket behind and heading straight into the vastness of space to see these mysterious glowing lights up close. As the team travels deeper into space, something absolutely incredible happens. Nova notices that the stars aren't little dots anymore. They're actually growing larger and brighter the closer they get. And this brilliantly illustrates our first major concept, courtesy of a pretty funny observation from Puffy. He says that stars are exactly like cookies. Think about it. When cookies are sitting on a plate all the way across the room, they look pretty small, right? But when you bring them right up close to your face, well, they look huge and totally delicious. Cosmo points out that while comparing giant celestial bodies to baked goods is a little unusual, the underlying physics there is absolutely spot on.
Stars are giant suns. This brings us to a massive revelation. Stella shows our crew a giant star floating right there in space and explains that most stars are actually enormous balls of hot gas. Nova puts the pieces together and asks the question that completely flips how we look at the sky. She says, wait, the sun is a star? And Cosmo confirms it. Yes, our sun is simply a star that just happens to be much, much closer to Earth than all the rest of them. So those tiny, beautiful dots we see at night, they're essentially other suns.
Let's talk about the sheer, mind-boggling scale of what we're looking at here. To help Nova wrap her head around it, a tiny model of Earth pops up right next to a model of our sun. Nova notes that the sun is already huge, but Cosmo hits us with a number that is just hard to fathom. 1.3 million. You could literally fit about 1.3 million Earths inside our sun. Just let that sink in for a second. Puffy hits the nail on the head when he declares that it's not just a sun, it's a space giant. But you know the universe, it always has a way of outdoing itself. Stella steps in to push the limits of their imagination even further. She explains that there are actually stars out there known as supergiants. And these stars make our sun, which, remember, can hold over 1 million Earths, look tiny. Supergiants can be hundreds of times larger than our sun. Puffy wonders if anything can possibly be bigger than his incredible imagination, and Cosmo confirms that yes, the universe absolutely is. So here's the absolutely crucial point. If stars are these unfathomably huge balls of hot gas, why on earth do they just look like tiny pinpricks of light from our backyards? Well, Stella solves this mystery with a brilliantly simple demonstration. She places one street lamp right next to the crew and another street lamp way, way off in the distance. The lamp close by looks huge and bright. The one far away looks like a tiny speck. As Cosmo explains, the far streetlight is exactly the same size as the close one. It's just distance. Distance completely changes how things appear to our eyes. The giant space distance. This naturally leads Nova to ask the next logical question. Just how far away are these stars? Well, Cosmo answers that they are very, very far. In fact, even the absolutely closest star system to us, beyond our own sun, is more than 4 light-years away. Now, if you're anything like Puffy, you might hear 4 years and think, that just sounds like a really, really long family road trip. But space distance operates on an entirely different scale. To really build our understanding here, Cosmo has to correct Puffy's assumption. A light year is actually not a measure of time at all. It is the ultimate unit of space distance. It's defined as the exact distance that light can travel in one full Earth year. Nova smartly remembers that light is the absolute fastest thing we know of in the entire universe. So, a distance based on how fast light travels for a whole year? That must be staggeringly huge. To put the speed of light into perspective, Stella creates a glowing beam of energy and shares an unbelievable number, 7. In just one single second, light can travel around the entire Earth more than 7 times. 1 second! 7 times around the globe. So when Nova asks why starlight takes so incredibly long to reach us if it's moving that fast, Cosmo provides the only possible answer. It's because space is unbelievably, unimaginably large. I absolutely love this next moment from our explainer. Puffy finally grasps the concept. He realizes stars are definitely not tiny candies. They're giant, roaring suns that are just impossibly far away. But, his brain takes this new rule of perspective and immediately applies it to his stomach. He asks Cosmo, "So my tiny sandwich could actually be a giant sandwich far away?" When Cosmo flatly says no, we get this hilarious quote from Puffy, "Science ruins everything." It's funny for sure, but it really shows he's actively trying to apply his new knowledge. The star distance experiment. Now, this explainer wouldn't be complete if we didn't bring this incredible cosmic journey right back down into your own home. We're invited to bridge the gap between this cosmic field trip and the real world with a hands-on activity. All you need to prove this concept to perspective for yourself is a dark room and 2 standard flashlights. Here's exactly how you do it. First, turn on one flashlight and hold it close to you. Next, have a friend or family member take the second flashlight and move it as far away as possible, like down a long hallway or across a large dark room. Then, just compare how they look. Just like Nova observes in the story, the light that is far away will look significantly smaller. But as Cosmo reminds us, the flashlight itself didn't magically shrink. Only your perspective of it changed. We're nearing the end of our adventure, and Cosmo delivers what might just be the most amazing fact of the entire journey. Looking at stars is literally looking into the past. Because space is so vast, and because that light takes years, sometimes hundreds or even thousands of years, to travel across the darkness to reach our eyes, the light hitting your eye tonight actually left that star a long, long time ago. Nova realizes that looking at the night sky means you are literally looking back in time. It's like a real-life time machine right above our heads every single night. Mission complete. Today's discovery. With that mind-blowing realization, our cosmic journey with Nova, Cosmo, and Puffy comes to a close. Stella announces that the mission is complete. But hey, before we leave the adventure portal and head back to our blanket under the night sky, we need to make sure we lock in everything we've learned today. Let's do a quick review of the incredible facts we gathered on this mission. Here's our ultimate checklist of discoveries. We learned that stars are definitely not candies. They're enormous balls of hot gas. We discovered that our very own sun is actually a star. We proved through the street lamp and flashlight analogies that extreme distance is what makes these massive giants look like tiny dots. We learned that a light year measures how far light travels in a year. And finally, we learned the breathtaking fact that by looking at this ancient light, we're actually seeing the past. Stella reminds the crew that the universe is bigger than we can ever imagine, and every answer just leads to even more wonderful questions. As we end our explainer today, Nova and Puffy leave us with a really brilliant, provocative thought. If there are so many stars out there, where do they all live? Do they live in giant space neighborhoods? Cosmo hints that this actually isn't far from the truth at all. And that perfectly sets the stage for our next explainer, where we're going to dive into the solar system and meet our planetary neighbors. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible cosmic adventure. Keep looking up, and I'll see you next time.